I'm Fox 43 Chief Meteorologist James Adelot. That circulation we were watching in southern Tulsa County getting strong enough to warrant a upcoming tornado warning for southern parts of Tulsa County. This will include Bixby and Broken Arrow, and there is the tornado warning appearing right now. So in Bixby and Broken Arrow, take your tornado precautions right now. We do have that leading edge circulation in the Bixby area. As that moves to the northeast at about 43, 42 miles per hour, between 40 and 45 miles per hour, it's going to be moving right up into Bixby right now at 11:08. Hakey Creek Park by 11:13 on South Garnett Road. Indian Springs Country Club by 11:15. Broken Arrow, Rose District area, 11:21. Broken Arrow High School and northeast parts of Broken Arrow by 11:24. All the way out toward Liberty Elementary School at 11:29 and 11:27, and toward the New Tulsa area in western Wagner County at 11:29. So that tornado warning is in effect now until 11:45. Let's take a look at what that looks like on high-resolution Doppler radar right now as we zoom right into the Bixby area. If we're seeing circulation right here, there are some little bit brighter reds approaching White Hawk Golf Course, little green right here. This is the circulation. So we've just crossed over 141st Street, moving up toward the Arkansas River. This is Memorial Drive, the Daily YMCA, Spirit Center a little bit further north. There's Bixby North Elementary School and Bixby Northeast Elementary School as well. So we understand the city of Tulsa and Broken Arrow sounding tornado sirens right now, especially in that southeast corner of Tulsa. So for most of the city of Tulsa, this is not going to include most of the city except the southeastern corner of the city. So I'm going to bring in a better radar view as we look right down into parts of the city of Bixby right now, and we see that rotation. Again, we're looking at the greens next to the red. So here's White Hawk Golf Course, Kimberly Clark Plant, there's the Daily YMCA. This is downtown Bixby and Bixby High School. So our circulation is now but just to the north of 141st Street South, and it looks like we're at about Sheridan Road, so just to the west of Memorial. Our radio partners on KRMG joining us right now as we continue Storm Center coverage for a tornado warning that is in effect for southeastern Tulsa County, including the city of Broken Arrow right now. We're going to zoom back out with radar right now. This is Bixby. If we've got a circulation that's developing a tornado, it's going to be right in this area here. So we'll zoom in, and we're looking right here. So we'll put that circulation just to the right in the downtown Bixby and to the west area, approaching 131st and Memorial and the Arkansas River, and of course the big park right there too. That's going to sweep to the northeast, moving up toward Broken Arrow just in the next few minutes. I want to take a look back at high-resolution Doppler radar right now, and as we look again at these velocity reports, let's see, right into the city, crossing as we look at dual pole radar, trying to detect if we have any lofted debris, any indication that we've got a tornado down with it right now. We don't see that. This rotation is not a really high magnitude rotation, but we've already today seen a rotation not very strong that did produce a tornado in southwest Oklahoma. As we go back to our reflectivity, zoomed right into the city of Bixby, there is the potential circulation now crossing Memorial Drive and moving up toward the northeastern section of Bixby. This is the Creek Turnpike outer loop, so this is going to be moving right up toward Indian Springs Country Club, the southern part of Broken Arrow. If we see that circulation, you can see kind of right in here, right along Memorial Drive, and that's going to take it to the northeast. This is likely going to stay to the southeast of Woodland Hills Mall, Union High School, over toward Holland Hall. You all are all clear right now, as is ORU and Jinx. Now, we have sounded the sirens in the city, at least the southeastern part the city of Tulsa and Tulsa County. I want to do an updated storm track as this storm continues moving to the northeast. This potential tornado, no report of a tornado down with it right now, but as it moves to the northeast, that's moving from Bixby toward Hakey Creek Park, Indian Springs Country Club, Childers Middle School, Broken Arrow High School, all the way out toward the New Tulsa development at 11:31. So no confirmed tornado with it right now. We just had a report again of some hail in the Beggs area, but our rotation continues persistent. Looks like it would be on Mingo Road just to the south of 131st Street right now. So we're tracking that potential rotation as it moves to the northeast, and it's going to be very close to Bixby Northeast Elementary School just in the next few minutes. In a higher resolution Doppler radar, we're continuing to show this. I'm going to kick back over to that mode here, just looking again right in here where I've placed the cursor. So this is Bixby Northeast Elementary School, Daily YMCA, the danger area now east of Memorial Drive. If you are west of Memorial Drive and Bixby, you are all clear. The circulation is now very close to Mingo Road. As it moves to the northeast, it's going to be very close to Bixby Northeast Elementary School. Moving right on up to the Creek Turnpike outer loop between Hakey Creek Park and the Warren Theater. Still very much in the danger area here. We've got a little bit of an increase in that magnitude of this rotation just in the last couple of minutes right now. Let's go back to our Doppler radar again. We're still seeing no evidence that we've got lofted debris with this storm, but that rotation got just a tick stronger as it approached northeast, Bixby Northeast Elementary School. But at least with confidence, we can say now that danger area is now to the east of Mingo Road. So if you're west of Mingo Road, you are clear from the danger area from this rotation that's developing across parts of the northeast section of the city of Bixby, moving up into Broken Arrow. So we're talking right in here right now. We'll zoom again. I'm going to put that danger zone right here, very close to Bixby Northeast Elementary. I'm going to do an updated track as this moves to the northeast, right across the southern parts of the city of Broken Arrow toward Indian Springs Country Club, and Warren Theater in this track too, Childers Middle School, NSU Broken Arrow, Oneida, and all the way out toward, again, the New Tulsa area in far western Wagoner County, east of the Creek Turnpike outer loop. So this circulation now east of Mingo Road as it continues to move toward the east. A high-resolution Doppler radar picture showing very clear evidence of rotation right here. So this is just to the southwest of Bixby Northeast Elementary School. That's on 121st Street between Garnett Road and 129th East Avenue in southeastern part of the city of Tulsa right now. So we're continuing to watch that. So far, we have no indication that we've got a tornado down with this storm. The rotation has stayed fairly weak, but also strong enough to prompt that tornado warning. Not seeing any evidence with high-resolution Doppler radar that we've got a tornado down with it right now, but continues to be a very volatile and dangerous storm as it moves up across parts of far southeastern sections of Tulsa County. Likely approaching the Creek Turnpike outer loop. So I was mistaken. Bixby Northeast Elementary School, that's on 131st Street South. Bixby North is on 121st Street South. So this circulation is still now to the east of Mingo Road and approaching 131st Street South as it slides to the northeast. So right now, we place that circulation very close to Bixby Northeast Elementary School, very close to Indian Springs Country Club here, right along 131st Street South. That's moving to the northeast. Anyone near Warren Theater, Creek Turnpike outer loop on the south side of Broken Arrow, anywhere from the Tulsa Tech campus all the way around to County Line Road, you do not need to be on the Creek Turnpike at this point or anywhere driving around in South Broken Arrow. So you need to take your tornado precautions right now, and that means go to the lowest level, smallest part of your room, get a helmet on, get shoes and boots on too. If there is a tornado, there will be broken glass around, so you need to protect your feet. Don't forget, you can always, if you lose power, watch our live stream of this tornado warning coverage on fox23.com and on our Fox 23 app. And of course, if you're a kid home alone right now, make sure you get to a safe place. Rotation area now east of Garnett Road as it continues to move toward the northeast. It certainly does not look quite as strong as it did before. Meteorologist Michael Sager here as our team coverage continues, and we will continue to watch this storm as it moves very close to the Warren Theater just over the next few minutes. Michael?
Yeah, of course, we are keeping an eye on this circulation. I went ahead and wanted to loop this, and you can even see for yourself how the circulation there it is right there. Not quite as pronounced as it was when it first comes on your screen here, and then when the tornado warning was issued here as it was coming into Bixby. Right there is the circulation moving off to the north and to the east. So let's go ahead and stop that loop and get it where we are right now. So there's our tornado warning here that's in effect, and as James is pointing out, just now to the west here of Indian Springs Country Club. Right there's our circulation. It's going to keep on tracking to the north and east. So it's going to basically looks like it's going to cross here the Creek Turnpike on the southeast side of Broken Arrow. May track up very close here to NSU Broken Arrow and then come back across the turnpike and eventually over the Muskogee Turnpike. But we'll do a quick storm track on this as this does move off to the north and to the east. And again, it is moving pretty steady here to the north and to the east. So that's going to take it right here over the southeast side here of Broken Arrow. Timing wise here, we're looking at NSU Broken Arrow here within about 8 minutes or so, and Oneida at about 11:21. Now again, the circulation not quite as strong as it was earlier, but it is still there, and that means that a tornado is certainly going to be possible as this tracks off to the north and to the east. So if you are on the path of this particular circulation, and again here in the southeastern part of Broken Arrow, this is actually going to be very close to my neighborhood. I live not far from here, and again, so if you are here in the southeast side of Broken Arrow, you will want to take your tornado precautions right now. Interior room, away from the windows, and of course lowest floor. If you have a helmet to wear, put a helmet on. Just go ahead and take those tornado precautions as that circulation here is going to continue to move off to the north and to the east. I'm going to go ahead and put reflectivity on here too. That's the other thing that we're going to be dealing with as well, is that we've got a lot of heavy rain coming in here, and of course flooding could be a concern as well as all this heavy rain does move in with all the high water that we've already got across the area. So there's the updated tornado warning. It's been trimmed out off of Broken Arrow as the circulation has moved off to the north and to the east. And I do want to pan a little bit farther here to the north, because this is going to be coming across here eventually the Muskogee Turnpike, and I want to go ahead and show you where we're at here as it gets a little bit closer to Coweta as well. So that circulation, it's going to be right about here. You can even see in the reflectivity here, you can see a little bit of a notch right here. So it's pretty clear to see our circulation is right about there. We got video. Okay, we've got possible video. I believe we have some. Let's check out some video here.
Okay, we were just told we did, so Michael, again, as you were saying, the circulation's still there, very close to between Warren Theater and Indian Springs Country Club. This is going to be basically right along the Creek Turnpike from, well, pretty much right at Tucson and South Elm. So Creek Turnpike and 161st East Avenue. No tornado yet. We did have one spotter report that we had a brief touchdown west of Bixby. That would have been quite a bit earlier. That not taking place right now. That was about 15 minutes or so ago. So as we continue to track that to the northeast, the updated tornado warning now up all the way into Inola right now. Let's take a look as we continue to update the positioning of this. If we have a re-strengthening of this, the parent circulation, the original circulation, is located on Pike Outer Loop at a 161st. So Elm and Tucson area as this moves to the northeast at about 40 miles per hour. Let's take a look again, that track taking it right on up toward Inola. So NSUBA, Oneida, New Tulsa area, that's in western Wagner County. And if it holds together all the way up toward Inola, we look at it on high resolution Doppler radar. And again, we're looking kind of right in here. I've expanded this view just a bit, but what I want to do is zoom in right in here, because that's our circulation. Again, we look at dual pole radar, just investigating this to see if there's any debris being lofted. We have not seen any indication at all that we have had a tornado down with this storm, but the circulation certainly got strong enough to prompt that warning. And there is that circulation now crossing the Creek Turnpike. It's very close to County Line Road, and it's going to be moving right up over NSU Broken Arrow. And of course, we've got that good-sized park right there outside of, just on the other side of the Creek Turnpike from NSU Broken Arrow. So that's the circulation that we're watching right here. It's very close to Childers Middle School as we zoom all the way in. Here are the brighter reds. That's wind going outbound. And then we get into the greens and grays here. So that circulation is centered right on top of Childers Middle School, continuing to move to the northeast. That means for now, everybody to the west of 145th East Avenue in the clear. That includes the entire city of Bixby. All of Tulsa is in the clear. Broken Arrow now, if you are east, in fact, we can give the all clear anybody west of Elm in Broken Arrow, which is 161st East Avenue, right in here. So west of 161st, you're in the clear. It's the area now from Childers Middle School right on up toward NSU Broken Arrow. Got the Graves Scout Reservation in here too. Oneida, there's Highland Park and Park Lane Elementary Schools. Of course, it's Saturday morning, so we're not having to worry about that at the moment. But as we watch that continue to move to the northeast, we're also, let's see, I'm going to turn off, there we go. Let's get this in a little higher resolution mode for you right here. Again, we're just not seeing any evidence, thankfully, that we've got debris lofted up by this storm at all. But we continue with that persistent rotation right now, moving in southern parts of Broken Arrow, right along the Creek Turnpike. And this is very close to County Line Road, so kind of right under that 364 logo. If we were seeing a tornado get produced from this storm, start to spin up, it would be in that area right along the county line and the Creek Turnpike. Moving to the northeast, again, around 40 miles per hour, very close to NSUBA toward New Tulsa. This looks like it's going to be very close along Highway 51. You get southeast of NSU Broken Arrow and Highway 51, and you're getting very close to Coweta right now, but it looks like that main circulation is going to pass to the north of the city of Coweta, but there's still a lot of folks in this part of western Wagoner County between Broken Arrow and Coweta right now, including the Bluebell plant too, but this is moving right up toward Oneida and Oneida Road right now. Again, we look at velocities, and we're looking at 193rd East Avenue, and that circulation located right in here and continuing to move toward the northeast. The circulation is not as strong as it was earlier when it prompted that tornado warning, but Michael, we're continuing to watch it. And I don't know if you've got transmitter camera up. We may have a really good view of that. I'm going to take a look at that real quick.
Yeah, we're looking here. We've got a Skyview camera out there near Oneida and looking out to the south and to the east. But again, as James is pointing out, that circulation here coming right through the southeast side of Broken Arrow, not nearly, thankfully, as tight of a circulation as what we had just 20 minutes ago, but it's still here. We've still got some inbounds here and some outbounds right here. So it's very broad circulation, and it's going to continue to track off to the north and to the east and head up right here to near Oneida, going to cross Highway 51 and eventually cross here the Muskogee Turnpike and then continue off to the north and to the east. And if it holds together, would continue on up to near Inola. So we'll be watching this very closely. Let me zoom out just a little bit here. We'll do a quick storm track just to give you an idea of where this may go as it continues to track off to the north and to the east. But let me go ahead and try to do this one more time. I do want to zoom out. I actually clicked the wrong one. I want to go out and not in. There we go. That's a little bit better. And again, as we point here, as that track's going to go off to the north and to the east, could get very close here to Inola. So we'll track this here from the southeast side of Broken Arrow and track this off to the north and east. So this is going to go all the way up here, and we'll take it all the way up to almost Inola. So Oneida here about 11:29 now. New Tulsa at about 11:35. Still a broad area of circulation with this. It's not nearly as tight as it was earlier, but still worth watching here. Again, with that tornado warning in effect, if you are in the path of this as it comes up here through Oneida and eventually maybe near New Tulsa, possibly just south of New Tulsa, it's going to be very close here. You will still want to take your tornado precautions. You want to go to the interior room of your home, away from windows and the lowest floor of your home as well. Basically put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Thankfully, we've not had any reports of any damage as this has come through here on the southeast side of Broken Arrow as of yet. So that's certainly some good news, but still enough circulation here to warrant that tornado warning as it continues off to the north and to the east. All right, zoom in a little bit closer here. Let me remove that track, and we'll go in a little bit closer now to see if we can see where the circulation is, because it's not quite as impressive as it was earlier, but we've still got a broad area here of circulation in the southeast side of Broken Arrow. And again, this is coming almost right across here, the Creek Turnpike, right here where that makes that turn as you go from east and turn back to the north. And James, you have something else here that you've been looking at. What have you got?
Yeah, as we continue to look at the circulation, this is our Skyview Network camera in Oneida, this far eastern Broken Arrow. We're looking at the base of that storm right now. That's actually a guy wire. No, go back the other way, whoever's got this thing. We're on the air with it right now. So as we look to the southwest, we're continuing to see at least right into that circulation. We've got just a little bit of a lowering taking place right now, but not much of one. We don't see a defined wall cloud or funnel cloud with this right now as we continue to pan right into that circulation. If anything, it may have at least moving. It's going to be moving really close to that camera view right now, as it's just to the southeast of Broken Arrow. So I think as we go back toward Fox 23 Doppler radar, again, we're all clear in the city of Tulsa right now. I'm going to reframe this into Broken Arrow and Oneida and the Catoosa area right now. So our original circulation is between Broken Arrow and Coweta, very close to Oneida right now. We'd put it about right here. So if we were going to have a tornado from this storm, that's where it would be. Now I'm going to take the motion just a little bit further to the east as it moves toward Neodesha, Lilietta, and it's in the Oneida area right now. And again, no evidence that we have a tornado down with it, but we have had this persistent rotation all the way from west of Bixby into Wagoner County. So it's been persistent for a while. As you look at that picture, we're looking over the National Guard Armory there on the left side of your screen. This is from our camera that's located in Oneida, and we're continuing to watch that very closely as it moves toward the east. Now, we're also watching other areas too. We have this tornado-warned storm and that circulation that is moving kind of right up to the south of Oneida right now. We can show you that with high-resolution Doppler radar, and this is what's left of that circulation. It's very close to Oneida right now and continuing to move toward the kind of east-northeast, so angling a little bit more to the east, and that's going to put it between Coweta Northwest Elementary School and Broken Arrow's Highland Park Elementary School, so right through the Oneida area and Highway 51. This is going to be pretty close, actually, to the Bluebell area. Well, it's actually just to the southeast of the Bluebell factory, too. So this is going to be really close to Oneida right now. Again, no evidence that we've got a tornado down with it right now, but that's the circulation, and it has continued to stay broad yet very persistent too. Now we look further to the north of this line. We've also seen what appears to be a little bit of circulation trying to develop here in parts of Rogers County. This is really tied into the radar right now, but this is one we're going to watch. Remember, this very weak circulation is exactly the way that Bixby circulation started to form and then moved up over the south part of Broken Arrow and right into the Oneida area, and that's where we are right now. You can see as we look at straight up regular rainfall, now we kind of have this nub sticking out ahead of the main body of the storm, and then we've got the bright reds and the greens right here. So that is our circulation. It looks like right now it is between the Muskogee Turnpike and Highway 51 as we watch that closely. I'm looking at this. Let me go back over to Fox 23 Doppler radar right now. We still have the one tornado warning. Coweta not included in that tornado warned area now. If you're looking still at the left side of your screen, that's our camera view over the.
Gotta be really close to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the National Guard Armory right there on the Muskogee Turnpike, and you're seeing those low clouds just sweep right over and toward the camera right now. So no evidence that we've got a tornado down with the storm right now, but that's what we're looking at on the left side of your screen as that circulation of this goes right south of our camera right now. We're still watching another circulation a little bit further to the north right now too, and